Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my kind of sort of late review for the new show. Okay, SWV and Escape the Queens of R&B Season 1, Episode 1, my review. Okay, now look. Sunday was a long day. We had the Potomac Bull crap or whatever. We also had a lot going on in my own life or whatnot. So I ran a little bit behind. So y'all are getting this on Wednesday morning. But going forward, you will always get it on Monday. Okay. I will not be late. Okay. So please make sure to watch this and all my other reviews. I want y'all to know that I have been uploading content as premieres. I'm not going live as much. So make sure that you are checking my page daily to see the reviews, okay? Because it may not be live. YouTube may not tell y'all, hey, she's done content. She has content. She out here working. Okay? They may not tell you that. So be sure that you doing your due diligence, okay, and going around to my page and seeing all the stuff that I may have around here that y'all don't know about, but it's there, okay? Because guess what? If y'all did not know, look, it's other stuff here, okay? I did my Potomac review. I did the Phaedra, getting on with the medicine review. I talked about Anthony and Tamron Hall and Portia. I'm doing catfish. So look, I'm not doing only lives because of my work schedule. I'm having to premiere some stuff during the day. So I just want to reiterate, make sure that you're checking, my actual page for not just lives, but some of my little shorts, okay? And some of my videos. Because if you don't know, now you know. Okay, I'm trying to get more content to y'all. So to do that, I have to do what? Upload during the day. I'm recording this right now at 1 a.m. It'll be up in the morning, probably around noon. Okay, anyway. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Do not forget to do a couple of things to be around here and subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and dot. Okay. Do not forget to also like the video, comment in the comment section. Okay. And y'all know to please share this video. Okay, it's the thing to do on a day to do things. Anyway, look, I will not be on camera because it's late. I'm tired. I will say hi. Hi, how are y'all doing? Hello. Okay. Anyway, I'm done. But yeah, the R&B. Okay, the queens of R&B around here. This seems like it would be a great show. It has all the good dealings, okay, of a great show. We have amazing musicians. We have grown women with families. A little bit of drama, okay? But y'all see the title, okay? LaTocha stole her sister, okay, Tamika money, and they mama knew it. She knew. You can't tell me different, okay? But let's go bit by bit, okay? Piece by piece for what happened on episode 1. I am very excited. But we know when they had that show, when it was Xscape, get back together. Was it a couple years ago? They haven't been like 2018, maybe 19, when they had that show on Bravo the first damn time. That show was good. Okay, so Xscape makes some good shows. They make some good shows. So first up, we get a little breakdown of Xscape. The background with Xscape. We have LaTocha, okay, Tiny, Candy, and Tamika. Okay, now the looks. First of all, they all look great. That's not a great look for Tamika. I know the eyeshadow is a bit much. I did not get a better screenshot because I was rushing. But I still think she looks fine. There's a lot of eyeshadow or whatever. But I think they all look great. Okay, with the black and the silver of it all. Of course, LaTocha has on all silver because she wants to be different. But I like how it still is cohesive. Okay, it's cohesive. Okay, we have 2 black women with blonde hair, 2 black women with black hair. Okay, it's the black and the silver of it all. It's fine. is fine. Okay, I like all. Look, I feel like Tiny's look over the years has changed a lot. And I feel like whatever surgery she's had done on her face has finally settled and she looks amazing. Now she looked different than she did back in 93, but at least now she looks good. I love her hair. It is laid. Boobs look great. Okay, come on now. With a whole necklace that says Mrs. Harris. Claim your husband that we don't want no more. Okay, I used to want T.I. a long, long time ago. Back his I like my beat down low days. Okay, back when he wanted top let back. I loved T.I. back then. I still love his music. Okay, but no one wants him now. That's your husband. We respect y'all, Mrs. Harris. Okay. Candy looked like a flapper girl from the 1920s, an expensive one, a good looking one. Okay, booby sitting up nice or whatever. Okay, again, I looking at this photo, I do not like this photo of Tamika because I feel like she looked more polished makeup wise and other things. I just did not pay attention to. I only got one shot. I still think she looks good. I like her hair. I just don't like her eyeshadow. Okay. LaTocha, she looks fine. But we're mad at LaTocha. We're upset with her. We're going to sit in our upsetness. Okay. Anyway, the breakdown of Xscape. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the Xscape beat. Just kick it. Just kick it. Just kick it. We love them. Okay. They met back in high school. Okay. They have 3 platinum albums they put out together. Okay. Started singing again back in 93, but they broke up in 99 when Tasha wanted to go solo. I am old enough to remember when Tasha tried to go solo. She had a whole like one song. It didn't hit. Even Candy and Tiny tried to be a duo. They had didn't really hit. Candy had a couple hits as a solo, maybe like two, but again, none of them really hit as solo people at all. Okay, but the fact that the group broke up because Tasha S wanted to go solo was a whole bunch of BS that broke the group up. Okay, now Candy brought up how in 2017 they found out that someone was Carlos King. Per Candy. Candy said her on speak on it. It was Carlos King who was around here trying to get a story, behind their back. But we know that now Carlos still to this day, has not admitted to that. He's not touched on that. Carlos King talk about everybody else's breaking news except his own. That's why we can't fully trust Carlos, because anyone who talks about everybody else's business but has not touched on what he's accused of can't be trusted. Okay? Even if to say, I didn't mean it that way, that ain't how it fully happened, I'm sorry that I'm leaving it be. Candy said in 2017, someone, Carlos King, was trying to do their life story without their permission. So that's how the group started back talking, because they had to handle that, which turned into them communicating. And then they went back on tour. Okay, did a 30-city tour. I was just saying to me, Uncle Girl, calm down. Me and my mom was discussing the show, and I was like, Xscape and SWV could fully have a residency. Okay, not only in Vegas, do a residency in Atlanta. Because ain't all y'all in Atlanta? People travel to Vegas. People would travel to Atlanta if Xscape and SWV had some kind of everyday performance going on. And because y'all all stay in Atlanta, you would not have to move away from your families. Okay, the fact that they came back together after like 20 years and did a 30-city tour, sold out tour, they're still touring now as a trio. Okay, they also did the verses against SWV in 2021. Hence why we now have this show. Xscape is an amazing group, but that LaTocha will be she's gonna be the demise of her own stuff, not the group, because as we see, they have carried on. Okay, and even though she's trying to carry on too, I still feel like the things we've seen in this just episode 1, it show she's more trying to hurt the group than help the group, and kind of want to keep up issues within the group, because all groups have issues. But if people do not want to have a conversation about whatever's going on, if the person wants to act like it ain't going on or wants to make things bigger than what it is, you can't be the one trying to keep up the foolishness, okay? Especially if it's some sisterly stuff that's not grouply stuff, okay? Anyway, now SWV, SW to the V, okay, all that, okay. So we have Lily, Tosh, and Coco. I am old enough to know. Look, I know all their songs. Okay, Xscape, SWV. I know all their songs. So it's amazing to have these two legendary groups on one show. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Stop anyway. So while we didn't hear much about how SWV got together, and I can't remember, but we know they got signed in 1991. Coco said they were kind of an overnight success. They had 5 albums total. 2 of them went platinum, and they have sold over 30 million records. Okay. Now they asked, well, when did things go wrong? Coco said, from the beginning. I said, girl, not from the beginning. No. But Coco's reputation as an egotistical singer, okay, is legendary. I have always heard that Coco's ego as the lead singer of SWV, it was a big issue. And over the years, we've always heard that it was Coco's fault that the group broke up, because again, Coco decided to go solo in 1998. And when Todd said that Coco's ego was the fourth member of the group, and Coco chose to go solo in 98, that ended the group. I was like, girl, these solo people, it's kind of crazy, okay? Now, Coco then decided, as they said, in 2012 to get back together. Now, Coco had, in my opinion, a few hits as a solo artist, but she never quite hit how SWV hit, okay? It's just true. It's just true. And, they said, once in 2012, they said, hey, let's get back together. They, then was booking shows and booking shows and booking shows. And they said, because we kept booking shows, we realized, oh, we are stronger together. Excuse me. Then we are solo. So, hey, we have to stay around here and be together. And then again, in the versus battle they had at the Girl with Xscape in 2021, again, is why the show came about. So we see it was Candy, Tamika, and Tiny. It's so funny that Tiny real name is Tamika, and no one calls her Tamika except T.I. T.I. calls her Tamika, not Tiny. I think it's cute. It's a real name. Anyway, but us as fans call her Tiny, not Tamika. What is easier, because again, Tamika is Tamika. Anyway. So Candy, Tamika, and Tiny sitting around chit chatting or whatever. Candy was playing the song that her and Tiny came up with. I feel like Candy has just a plethora of songs that her and Tiny and whoever else have came up with. Girl, get them songs published. Give them to people. Get them out your computer. So they sit around that chit and chat. Now, first we do see the production being messy. Asking Tamika, so what about that interview that you did back in the day about Candy? Now, we know for a fact, once the group broke up, Tamika went on a radio show, okay, and was saying, Candy round here sleeping with all the so deaf. She banged Jermaine Dupri. Had she not done that? Tamika was basically pissed off at Candy for whatever reasons were, and then was lying and blasted Candy on the radio, because that's how things were heard. Nowadays you blast folks on social media. Back then, you call into the radio to the people and say, hey, guess what? Candy fuck JD. And it gets messy. So Candy had been mad about that alone. That's why they were broken up for so long as a group. And when they had their last special, the show that we saw on Bravo last time, Tamika and Candy handled it. Tamika apologized. Tamika was not being truthful. Okay. Because when she said Candy fucked Jermaine Dupri and his daddy. Now Candy admitted her and JD did mess around, but she wasn't fucking all of so death. Tamika put 20 on 10 because again she was pissed. Anyway, up again, she apologized for that because then that was them younger years or whatever. Boom, pow, pow. Her and Candy is cool now. It's cool. But currently, Tamika beefed out with her sister Tasha. They have not spoken to the show they had in Vegas back in 2022 in the summer. Now, the story was Candy, because they're foursome. So Tiny and LaTocha usually share like a dressing room, and usually Candy and Tamika do. So they said Candy and Tamika were locked out of their trailer for about an hour at this show in Vegas or whatever, and apparently LaTocha walked past them, seeing them locked out, and did not try to help. Okay, because she had access to her trailer, but no, she walked past us and didn't say nothing or whatever and kept moving, and no one tried to help. I'm like, that's kind of crazy to walk past your group member, your sister, who has been locked out of her trailer for an hour and not say nothing. I would be upset too. Honestly, truthfully, truly. Okay, now they were apparently texting back and forth. The fact that Tiny, like, I was reading text, I was laughing. Y'all laugh. It was funny, okay? Tommy found the back and forth text between them funny. But she said, well, LaTocha told me, okay, that she felt like you body shamed her in the text. I said, body shamed? Body shamed? Body shamed? Yes, body shamed, okay? Now, Tamika has said in this text, everyone who left without making sure we were good can kiss my ass, okay? LaTocha said, kiss my ass, make sure you know what you saying when you tell someone to keep walking. I'm like, not keep walking, meaning get out of my face, okay? Tamika replied back, if you had an ass to kiss. Okay, so Tasha feel like Tamika saying, if you had an ass to kiss, meaning you saying I ain't got no ass. I was like, girl, I mean, she got much. She has an ass, okay? But we know the rest of them have big asses, okay? So LaTocha felt like her sister was body shaming her by saying, if you had an ass kiss. That's that lady's feelings, whatever, okay? But at the end of the day, Tiny, like, I was laughing. It was funny to me, okay? So Tamika said, I was not, nobody body shaming her, okay? It's a figure of speech. I mean, it is. I do think that's a comeback people say when someone say, kiss my ass if you had one. I can agree. I can see her saying, I wasn't body shaming. I was responding to what some folks say when someone say, kiss my ass, okay? So King's like, look, this is a minor thing. This isn't nothing major. It's little, itty bitty, okay? So she has to figure out, she, meaning LaTocha, if she wants to stay in that space and be obsessed, because we can do a whole new tour, get a whole bunch of money, whatever. We have so much we can get lined up because people really want to work with us as a group. Is money on the flow. Okay. Now Candy has said on her little speak on it that initially she did not want to do another show. She said because she would show use with reality shows usually come BS, okay? But she said because she promised herself to start saying yes more when the group asked her to do things, because she did not want to be the one who people blamed for holding the group back. So yes, I'll do the show since everybody else wants to do it. Okay. However, we had to figure out, well, she had to figure out, LaTocha, what she wants to do. When Candy said, but let me shut up, because if y'all two make up and y'all, be mad at me, I don't want that. I say that's what happens. Usually that is what happens. The two sisters be mad at Candy, or one is mad at her, and so the other one joins in. Okay, I'm leaving that be. Now we then see SWV to the VVV at their rehearsal. They got this white man who's their manager named Dan. I'm like, white man Dan, he looked like a lumberjack. Weird. Anyway, so they're at rehearsal, and Lily brings up how they do between 50 to 100 shows per year, meaning they're at least booked for a show a week because it's 52 weeks in the year. Okay, so if you're doing at least 52 shows, that means you're at least booked once a week. That's amazing because they're not getting paid $2 a show. They're getting paid a nice little chunk of change. So I'm happy that these ladies who are legendaries and the legends in the game are still booked and busy. Okay, now White Man Dane, who's their manager, okay, he tells them, hey, your 30th anniversary coming up. Escapes is like the following year. So because we just had the success of the verses with y'all, we think y'all should do a show together. Me as your manager, I reached out to their management or whatever, and they're open to the idea. I said, it's a great idea. Because they don't have to like incorporate each other in each other's shows, but they have so many hits that they can really rotate this between their music. If Escape come out and do 2 songs, and then SWV come out and do 2 songs, and then if maybe Candy come out and do her solo, and couple, you know what I'm saying, it can really work because it's enough songs and catalogs and covers of songs for them to do that could be a really good 2.5 to 3 hour show. Where again, if they have who go headline, y'all can both headline, rotate each night. Each night you rotate who opens and who closes. Okay, it can be done. It was a great idea. Okay, now all the ladies say I think it's a great idea too. It sounds great, 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 great. Because again, touring is where artists make money. Singing does pay the bills. If you are touring, that is money. And if you can keep down production costs, that's even more money. Okay, sing live, have one band, one sound, because that way you're not paying for 2 bands and 2 sounds. Okay, it's smart. It's smart. Okay, now there were like 2 scenes where I did not cover them at all. It was one scene with Candy at home and one scene with Tiny at home. I didn't care. Okay, both of them were just showing how they are working moms. They're married. Their kids are cute. They both want to, get this money. They want the sisters to be able to squat their shit. But I'm like, we don't need that much. Okay, we know. We know, okay? They are on board for all of this, but that damn LaTocha is holding things up. Now, at her house, LaTocha's house, okay, we see her at home with her husband, Rocky. Now, Rocky is the same man that lady came out and said was messing with her, and there was a whole couple, and he knocked her up. Now, that lady went away. We heard from her at all. She gone somewhere. I don't know. But from that, I don't trust him. He don't even look trustworthy right here. He looked like he tell bald-headed lies. Okay? Anyway, her and Rocky have been together for 27 years. They were introduced by Candy. Okay? Now, she said Rocky was also in the music business. He started with Aura of the Kelly. I said, oh, Lord. You married somebody who was, we don't trust him. Okay, we don't trust him at all. That's also her baby daddy, her love. That's her star there. Okay, so they're at the house with him, her, and the son or whatever. The son is an adult, cool. And when Rocky said, you know what, you did a good job raising him. Good job. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. And when she said, well, you did too. Yeah, because if you didn't tell me I did good too, I was going to take back my good. I was like, I don't like you. I don't. Okay? Leave me be. Anyway, so there's somebody, so Mama, what's going on? What's going on, Mama? Oh, so much. Okay. We got this possible show with SWV or whatever. This could be huge. Okay. But I have to figure out if I want to do it, because how can I perform with my group when I'm beefing and not speaking to my sister? I don't want to do nothing if it's going to be anything negative. It has to feel good in order for me to do it. Now, look, I am a firm believer in only working in positive spaces. You have to feel like you want to be there. You have to feel like others want you there. But a part of that is coming to the table in a positive headspace. Because sometimes if you saying the other energy is negative, it's like make sure that you're not a part of that negativity. Okay. Anyway, so she's trying to figure out if she wants to do this whole tour thing. Okay, because I love my man, I love my child, and I made sure to raise him right. Okay, I want at the time off to be sure he was raised how I wanted him to be raised, and now I gotta be sure if I'm gonna go back out into the world and do music, whatever, it has to be a good feeling. What a feeling, girl. Bye. Now we then seen Tamika at home. So Tamika's at home with her husband, Darnell. They have 3 daughters together. Now, look, I'm confused on if he's the kid's biological daddy or not. I don't know because she has, you know, the daughters are different ages, and a part of me felt like they didn't meet a long time ago. I don't know. It wasn't clear, but she said, "This is my husband, Darnell, and we have 3 kids together." Great. Okay. Now he does security for the stars. He's security for No Audition. She's like, that's how we met. Okay. He was working on security or whatever. And at first we was not messing around, whatever that wasn't what it was. But eventually I figured out I love this man. And I was at his room and I came out the room out the bathroom with this my thong on. I'm like, girl, how did you get from y'all wasn't messing around to you naked in a thong? And he said, what is you doing? Well, what I'm doing is I like you and you like me because your member is thin. I was like, girl, you tried to take that girl. She took that man's stuff, his penis. Anyway, and now they in love or whatever. Okay, so she's like, look, we have this meeting coming up with SWV or whatever, and I don't want no beef with my sister. Okay, this is a business thing. Okay, we have to remember we not getting no younger. We can't be in our 60s singing about little secrets. You could, okay. But her point was we can't keep fussing for so long that we're getting away from making money. We need to make this money. Okay, make this money. Now we then see all the ladies meet up. Taj set up a nice little meet and greet, not a meet and greet, but a nice little conversational thing for them. Okay, and I think that must be Taj's spot. It looks nice and fancy. Okay, or she's running out of space. I don't know. So they meet up. Now, this is the thing. Taj was in there first, then Tiny got there, then Candy. When Tamika walked in, not Tamika, I'm sorry, when LaTocha walked in, the energy shifted a little bit because Candy and LaTocha, as Candy said, we've never really gotten along like that or whatever. We've never really talked outside of business. It's been the group and that's it. Okay, the groups and that's it. Now we know that. We also know that Tamika was the one who introduced Candy and Tiny to her sister LaTocha. So Candy saying how her and LaTocha never really been like friends. We know that, okay. When Tamika came in, it also got weird, okay. It was how LaTocha looked at her when Tamika said, "Oh, you look." I think she meant you look cute or whatever. Whatever Tamika said, the response of thank you, it was just dry. You can tell again there's issue there, okay? But again, remember when Tamika walked in, when Tamika walked in, LaTocha did not get up, no hug. It was thank you. And that was it. Okay. So they all get there finally because Coco comes, so does Lily. And then they're all like, okay, this could be a thing. We can be together. And they're tossing out ideas. Do we want to have 2 bands? We want to have 2 this, 2 that. And they said, no, we should have one DJ, 1 band, because it makes it easier because we not have to change. Look, the best decision is to, yes, get one of everything. Get one of the dancers. Get one of everything. So that way everyone is being trained to do the whole show. When you have a thing to where you have your crew, we have our crew, and we're having to switch out, no. Mm-mm. I don't need my sound guy have to unplug a thing. No. Let's get one group of everything, and that way is one run through. Everybody know what's supposed to be done on everybody's set. When Coco said one DJ, girl, shut up, Coco. Coco is going to be issued later on. I can feel it. in my spirit. We know Coco's egotistical self is gonna rear her ugly head eventually. Okay, we've seen it in the preview. Okay, we just wait for it to come. And Coco said, not no one DJ. Girl, it's what right now it's like one show. Yes, to save money, have one set of talented, experienced people that can handle their job, not two. Though they're also just tossing out ideas if it can be a intimate setting, a big large setting. If we can have it be like a little, it's a whole show, a whole production. And Tamika was the one who had like thought about it a lot. Like we can have this and that and this and that. It can be like a stage that turns around. We can come out and do this, and then it can go to Coco. And it was a way of her saying we can really do this as an experience versus just having us come out and sing all our songs. And no, have it be an interactive, all-inclusive situation. Okay, it was a great idea, and I love when Tamika pointed out how great Todd's voice was on Use Your Heart and Not Your Eyes. When Todd sang Real Love Purify. I'm like, because we never really would hear Lily or Todd sing that often. It was always Coco. So that song for sure showed how great Todd actually sounded. Okay. So I love Tamika saying we can really showcase how each of us have our own parts on certain songs to give us that time to sing. Okay. But as they sit there, Taj realized, Tamika, LaTocha, you okay? You just look like you're out of it. Because LaTocha's sitting up there with a stank face. Okay, a whole stank face. I'm fine. I have reservations. I'm not excited. Okay, because we have issues. We have internal issues that we need to. I said, girl, why are you bringing up an issue between you and your sister today? Because the issue between you and your sister had nothing to do with this. Because you should be able to say, hey, for the business, for this one time, I can, handle being around my sister. But no, not LaTocha. She had to make this issue between her and Tamika a whole group issue. And they was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. She up to like, my sister, we have issues and said we have not been talking, but we now here talking about business. That's not okay with me, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And when SWU to the VVV, okay, was like, look, we all have had issues before. Like, we've had issues too, all the time. Okay. We don't always communicate. But when it's time to work, we get on stage and we work. And that is called being a professional and being about your business. I don't have to like you. I don't have to talk to you all the time. But if we have to come together to do a show, let's do the show. Okay? Because y'all are literally a singing group. And the crazy part is the issue that we're being told isn't even a big issue. Tamika making it seem, not Tamika, I'm sorry, LaTocha. LaTocha saying how, because the thing is, she told them before, I feel like, she body shaming. That's her issue with Tamika. Girl, that ain't got nothing to do with this show with Xscape. I mean, with SW and Xscape. Nothing. And when Todd, like, look, y'all are too important to the culture to let this hold y'all up. I'm saying we had issues and all that rah-rah BS in our 20s, but not here in our 50s. Because again, SWV are in their upper 40s, 50s. Whereas Xscape are in their 40s. So again, her point is saying we had those same issues when we were younger. Okay, we were always, that's what broke us up. But now that we're grown adult women, this is a business. So I may be pissed at you, but I can sing my part. And when I'm done singing my part, I can go home and leave you be. I don't have to be around you. Okay, we don't have to be good friends, but we can sing the songs. Anyway. Now Tiny, like, look, you know what I'm saying? She's saying to LaTocha, look, you need to this. We know this needs to be resolved. Okay, if we take the personal stuff out, okay, take all the personal shit out, we can get to the business. Okay, and Ty's like, she like, look, it seems like y'all no. Ty said to Tasha, it almost seemed like you don't want to fix it because she kept fussing about her issue. So it's like, do you want to fix it and get to the bag or no? Like, which one is it? And when Lily said, look, at some point, I've always loved Lily. Okay. Well, she said, at some point you in life, we have to grow the fuck up. Okay. We all tolerate stuff about each other that we don't like. Okay. So everyone here doesn't like something about somebody, and you tolerate it because it's business. Okay. You may not like how I do this or vice versa, but we have to learn to get along. Okay. So at this point, they're just hoping things can be fixed, things can be addressed, because again, this is the first meeting, of the planning of this show. Okay, but SWV, the point was leaving to go to South Africa to perform for some rich guy's 50th birthday party, and she's tired, so there was a 6.5-figure job, meaning it was at least 150K. Now, I don't know if that was 150K each or together, because if it was 150 as a group, they made 50K minus all fees. If it's 150 a piece, I said, bitch, that's nice for a little. Yeah, fly me out to South Africa first class. Fly me out and let me sing for you. And pay me because again, a 6.5-figure is at least $150,000. Okay. Now we see the ending of Tasha and Tamika at their mama house to have a discussion. Let me say this. They mama's messy. Okay? And Tamika said, look, I love my mama. I love my mama. God knows I do. But mom always has taken LaTocha's side, and LaTocha is her favorite child. It is what it is. Okay? So they both there. They both get there. LaTocha got there first, and then we got there too. And Tamika came with her oldest daughter. And the fact that the mama was like, we should talk. Come on over here, Tamika, because you up and saying stuff about your sister in the text. Let's discuss what I was like, girl, not the mama getting involved in the text message gate. Okay. So when Tamika walked in, LaTocha, hey, girl, hey, how you doing, girl? Oh, hey, who are you? And so Tamika was being funny. Who are you? Hi, nice to meet you. And when LaTocha, girl, I'm your sister. We always hug. I'm out, girl. I said, what? Are we hugging now? Because again, just prior at the meeting, LaTocha did not get up to greet her sister at all. So for her to say, hey, girl, hey, sister, we're great. To me, is like, okay, around her mama, she act like a loving sister. So when Tamika's upset, the mama feel like, why you mad? She loves you. But mama, she didn't hug or speak to me for days. Or when I saw her the other day, she didn't hug me. Mama, she on bullshit. Okay, anyway. So the mom like, Tamika, how dare you blast your sister in the blast? I said, girl, a text. Anyway. Tamika like, look, first of all, the point of my text was because if anyone is being paid for a job and they leave before the job is done, they need to be called out. Okay. Tasha left with the road manager and with the business manager. Okay. They left with her as we was like out of the dressing room. Again, the fact that Tasha admitted, my name walked into my car. Why was two people locked out of their stuff, and the road manager and business manager was not trying to figure shit out? They both should not have been walking her any damn where. Get it figured out what the other two people are doing, but they're locked out. So I get why Tamika was upset. They're being paid to do it, especially the road manager. The road manager, whoever that is, should not have left until the other two people of the group were situated. Okay? They walked me to my dressing room. Okay, I'm her sister. Okay, how could you body shame me? I'm your sister. Talk about my butt. She was like, I did not body shame you. Again, Tasha said for years, she was always known as the plus size, the big girl. And she was. Back in the day, she was the big girl. Okay, so it's touchy for her. And so she felt like you're body shaming me. I was not body shaming you, okay, at all. That ain't what I did. Okay. The mama then say, Tamika, what did Tasha do that was so bad? What did she say that's so bad? Tamika wanted to point out how Tasha keeps saying, you my sister. Like, so basically, she said something like, you, of course, I love you like you're my family. Make it seem as if I only care for you because you are family. If we was not, I would say, fuck you. Okay? So, Tamika like, look, mama, you always out here defending Tasha. It's always two against one, okay? Even when Tasha Rocky stole my money, you didn't say nothing. You got quiet. Like you quiet now. You're quiet now, mama. I said, ooh, she stole the money? She stole the money? So apparently, Tamika said several years ago, she was told by Tiny's mom about royalties the group was getting. Okay? But she never got a check. So Tamika looked into, okay, why is the group getting these royalties, but I have not got any checks? Well, she found out the checks were being sent to Tasha's house. And the checks were cashed into Tasha's husband Rocky's account. It was over 30K. And so she's pissed about that. Mama, you knew she took my money. You ain't say nothing. Nothing. I said, oh, they mad. Tamika was pissed. Y'all stole my money. Okay. Now Tasha is being asked by production. So, did he take the money? Or no? Did you steal the money from Tamika? No. No, I never stole no money. Did Rocky steal the money? No. No. So she's like, yes. She's like, girl, I don't look, I think he stole it. Because she said, how he steal it? I said, girl, not if the checks came to your house and he just deposited the checks in the account. At one time, Rocky was their manager. So if he was already used to, and the bank was used to him cashing checks for y'all as the manager, he could easily put those checks in the account to clear, and that's the money. Okay? Okay. Anyway, so she's pissed. We didn't take his money. How could he out? Girl, he stole it, okay? And when my best friend had all the proof, I gotta have you locked up. They wanted you locked up, but I said no. I, did not want you locked up, but you could still go to jail. You want to see the proof? You want to see? I was like, girl, they fussing back and forth. The mom like, put the cameras down. Put the cameras down or get out my house. Because y'all stole that lady money. You can't tell me, look, the Tasha stole her sister money and the mama knew it. That's my opinion. Okay? That's my opinion. You hear me? My opinion. I'm not saying nothing is fact. I'm saying my opinion is they knew that man took that money. Even if Natasha did not purposely let him take the money, if my sister tell me my husband stole money, okay, sister, let me see the proof. Let me prove the point that he did not do it. And when Natasha's response was, how could he steal the money? The checks came to your house and were deposited. Girl, we have to see how it ends next week, the argument, okay? But that mama, to me, in my opinion, is wrong. You can tell she seemingly do be choosing Tasha's side. For some reason, don't know why, okay? But we will have to wait and see next week, okay, for episode number 2. Okay, I enjoyed this show for episode 1. Okay, I will see y'all next week. Do not forget to do what? Like the video. Do not forget to what? Also, subscribe to my channel, okay? Do not forget also that I have tons of content that I am sharing on my page because I'm doing more premieres. I'm posting more content. So be sure to always go to my page every day to see what other stuff I have. Y'all see that y'all know I talked about Phaedra and them on message. Y'all know the Potomac review was up. It was a premiere, if not a live. So do not forget to check out my other content on a regular. Like this video will be a premiere, not a live. So if you're watching this, go watch the other stuff too. Okay? I have to go. I love you all. I love you all. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. Bye. Love you all. Peace.